So let me start my
I have also
presentation.
started recording. Ashok, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Over to you. Yes.
So I hope everyone is fine and doing well. And thank you so much for joining on Saturday evening. That's too too much efforts, I would say, to take some time from your free time. So rightly appreciate. So today's we are going to talk or discuss about latest addition to UiPath uh, ecosystem, I would say. That's GenAI activities. So we are still talking about AI's new things in AI industry and how it's impacting every business. So how the automation can be left alone. So we have the GenAI capability added to the our legacy or the standard automations. So Gen AI compatibility or the additional feature being added to the automation. So every vendor is trying to come up with some sort of AI addition to their product. So UiPath is also not behind. So UiPath have their own AI center there. We can use out of the box model provided by open source as well as developed and maintained by UiPath. So this Gen AI will be talking in detail as we proceed beyond. So let me introduce myself first if there are someone not know of me. So I'm Ashok. I'm currently residing at Pune. So I'm working as a tech lead with Wipro. So it's been around 12 plus experience I have industry wide, but in UiPath I have around 6 years of experience. So I am 4x professionally certified with UiPath certifications. I also started being active on UiPath forum. So you might have heard any solution from me, or you may interact with me. So I'm actively available on UiPath forum as well. So there I have been 4 times winner or in top place for giving the correct answers or helping the community. And I'm also RPA enthusiast. It means mm, most of the time you may hear me about talking UiPath, RPA around the community. So that's me here. This is QR code for my LinkedIn profile. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn, UiPath forum, and anyways possible. We have also UiPath Pune WhatsApp group. There also I'm available. So we can connect over there as well. The links and everything would be shared at the end of the session. So that's overall about me. And before we get started, just request any questions you have, just keep putting down them in comments. Ruchi would be monitoring those and uh, collecting them for the last hour we have. So we'll take up the queries at the end. But if you have any confusions or minor queries, you can just unmute yourself and ask right away. So let's get started with GenAI. So this is the agenda for the today. We will be talking about what is GenAI, what are the UiPath GenAI specific activities. We will see the demo as well, like how these activities works. And then I have built a small use case to utilize the GenAI activity. And then we will have the Q&A and feedback session at the end. So before we jump into Gen AI, let's get understanding about what is the AI first. So AI is a technology that enables machine to perform task which usually requires human intelligence, like we think, like how we talk. So that intelligence machines don't come up pre-built. So we need to teach the machine in some way. So that technology or that uh, that process, we call it as AI. So it's artificial intelligence. So that intelligence we are going to feed to the machines artificially. So uh, this AI could be in the form of many things. So these are some forms like recognizing patterns, solving problems, and making some decisions. So just a heads up that the machine or this AI works on the data we provide it. So the data could be wrong. So AI could be biased or incorrect sometimes. So it's human intelligence that should be the final decision maker. But wherever there is no critical things like uh, analyzing the pattern between emails, how customer sentiments, so those kind of things we can rely on the AI, but nothing like atomic bomb or those kind of things we cannot still rely on AI. So this is basic understanding about what is AI. So AI is basically uh, teaching the computer program uh, about recognizing pattern, solving problems, making decisions. So that's about AI. So what is Gen AI? So AI works around finding the patterns or detecting object or any special use cases. So suppose we need to find a pattern or sentiment from any email we receive from customers. So is it positive email, appreciating or escalating? So those kind of decision or pattern matching we can do with the Gen AI. So sorry, with the AI. So Gen AI is something like generating something uh, out of whatever we taught to that AI model. So we have multiple AIs. So we provide some fragments of data, like suppose we are in the room. So whatever things are there in the room or whatever color of that room, we provide it to the AI. Okay. So Gen AI generates something out of that separate fragments and create something that is not actually there but could be generated through the given fragments of the data. So in simple terms, it's the artificial intelligence form that create new content. So that new content could be in the form of images, songs, or video as well. So recently OpenAI uh, come up with their AI model that can make or generate videos through the prompts. So unlike traditional AI, which only analyzes the and classifies data and provides the extract from that data. So the Gen AI generates new data as per our requirement. So our requirement, we would be passing or conveying our requirements through prompts. Okay, so we call it prompt engineering. So as good as our prompt, so that good output we can expect from any Gen AI models. So what kind of Gen AI models we are talking about? So we have Chat GPT, Gemini, and also very recently you would have observed that we have uh, Facebook LLM also available in WhatsApp. So we can provide the prompt what we are expecting or what we want to generate. So in textual format, we can expect like write me an appreciation mail to colleague. So the Gen AI model will collect its fragments wherever it trained. So that will gather the appreciating words, the feelings, and everything it will put into a unique new content. So that would be generating the content as per prompt. Okay. So so that's GenAI. So how it works, I already explained. It gather the fragments and connect into a single output. So it uses complex models like neural networks. So behind the scene, it's neural network that works connecting multiple fragments and gathering the new pattern or new content. So these models learn the patterns and styles from data and then uses the knowledge to generate new content that look like or sounds similar. So whatever data we have fed or that GenAI model is trained on, we will be only getting that kind of or similar kind of content only. So if something is not provided to the GenAI during the training, so it will not have that awareness like how it looks or how that should be expressed. So you may find that sometimes Gen AI or any AI uh, doing hallucinations kind of things, that repeating the same things. So if we ask something else, then it returns something else. So that kind of things we call is that's hallucinations of AI model. So there are improvements or developments on that front as well. So we can discuss that at the end of the session. So how this GenAI works. So we give prompts. So this prompt I have written here was provided to the Microsoft or Copilot. So Copilot have ability to provide or generate the uh, contents. So this prompt I have given that hyper realistic image for the mice and cat both are sitting on green grass and enjoying together a glass of milk. So here we need, as I discussed, we need to be more specific. As specific we will be going, that specific images or content we will be getting. So this prompt I provided to Copilot, and here is the result. Isn't that cute? So this image in actual or real world, I don't think would be possible, but with GenAI, this GenAI would have been trained on flowers, green grass, glass of milk, straw, mice, the cat, their eyes, their ears, their paws. So everything is fragmented. But as we given the prompt, these words got splitted and the GenAI model created new content out of that fragments. So this is the result of that prompt. If I change something between this prompt, the meaning and the output could be different. And if I give the same prompt to maybe another prompts like uh, Facebook's LLM. So that LLM would have been trained on the different set of data. So same prompt can return different image or different new content from different models. So it's totally about the data was used to train these LLMs or the Gen AI or AI models. Okay, so this is basic understanding that how what is AI, how is the Gen AI works. We talked about the prompt as well, right? So these whatever we discussed till now, you can practice or try it on your own as well. So we have a Microsoft Designer. So if you Google it, you will get the designer panel. So there you can try putting the prompts. So designer is mainly for generating images, but we are already aware, or some of you might be already using Chat GPT. So that is contextual or textual form of new content. So if we ask something, so it will give the textual output, or it will return the text. So that's Gen AI. So we talked about Gen AI and AI. So now UiPath, we will be going to talk about the UiPath specific GenAI activities. So earlier we had integration, we had possibility of integrating ChatGPT or other LLM with our UiPath Studio Code or Web Studio or the apps. So we can purchase their subscription, like OpenAI's subscription we would require for ChatGPT. So we need to subscribe to it. Then we will get the API endpoints, and then endpoints we can directly use into our code. So that endpoints could be integrated with UiPath Studio, UiPath Web, as well as UiPath apps. So uh, there was some dependency on that subscription. We need to maintain that or pay for that, and also we are not sure about the security. So major concern still we have, that is data security, right? So UiPath come up with a solution that would try to uh, avoid or mitigate that risk of uh, accidentally sharing our data or any customer information to directly to the LLM. So whatever model we are going to use, so there is chance that our data is being used as to train their models. So that's why UiPath come up with the GenAI activities. So what is this GenAI activities UiPath come up with? That it will provide a middle layer between the actual LLM and our code. So that layer will separate the data. It will cover it with something else. Like if I'm going to pass my some personal information like name, date of birth or something, it will wrap it with some non PII data, and then it will pass to the actual model. So here we are mitigating that risk of sharing data. So uh, so these activities we'll be discussing in next. First we will see how to connect with this GenAI activity, how to use these GenAI activities. So for that, first we need to create integration with this GenAI, UiPath GenAI activities connector available in integration services. So navigate to integration services, and then under connectors, search GenAI. This would be the generally available connector. We have one more that is still in preview, that provides some additional functionality or additional features, I would say, like context binding and other cool stuff, I would say. So we are still waiting for that to be available in general availability. But for now, we are good with the Gen AI activities are up and running with general availability, available for enterprise as well. So we will have to search for this UiPath Gen AI activities connector. Just click on it, then click on connect to UiPath Gen AI activities, and then it will ask for this prompt. It Once we click on connect, and then that connector will be showing as connected. So under connections, we will be able to see that GenAI activities connector is connected. So whichever folder we have this connection, we can use this connection for our interaction with this model. So we have multiple options to interact with these models. So we have ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo, we have 4.40, and we have Google's LLM as well. So this list might be changing as per version we are using, or the new things coming up in these activities updates. So we have that flexibility. And here I would like to mention that we don't need to subscribe any LLMs directly. So UiPath is taking care of that at back level. So once we connected that connector, next thing we have to set up, that is installing the package. Here I'm showing you the demo through UiPath Studio. So here we need to install this package, integration service activities. So if you search in packages, UiPath.integration service.activities. So latest version is 1.6. The older version would also work the similar way, but latest version would have some more fixes and latest features as well. So that's about how we will be setting it up. So let me show you on orchestrator as well, like how that looks like. So I'm logged into orchestrator. Now I will go to integration services. So if anyway, if you are not able to see the integration services, it would be hidden. So you can,
Ashok,
yeah.
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
At least I am able to see your PPT screen itself,
Sorry.
not able to see the orchestrator screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for highlighting that. I had only shared that one. Let me reshare it again. So I'm sharing my full screen. I hope it's visible now.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
we are able to see. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, we have this integration service here, but if it is not available, just go to admin and in your tenant, go to services. Here you will have that integration service. Here you can enable it. If even here also it's not available, then go to your org level. Then here, let me see. Yeah, in settings, advanced, and here you will have that toggle button to enable or disable. So integration service, make it enable and just refresh it. It would be available throughout the tenants. So once we have this integration service available, just navigate to it. Here, select the folder in which you are going to work. Here I have used GenAI folder. And here in connector, search for GenAI. So this is another package or connector being worked on. So that's still in preview. So this would be the latest version. We can have like we have any other packages there, we have preview versions, those are being tested. So for this GenAI activities also connector, uh, that is also available for preview as well, but we are relying on for now this generally available. So just open it and click on connect to UiPath GenAI activities. It will ask nothing. We just have to click on connect and it will just close that pop-up. As I have already connection available, I'm not going to click on connect. But if I go to connections, the GenAI activities connection is connected to my mail ID and it's connected also. So if I open this, here we can check for the connection status also. Sometimes it could get break. So by clicking on check, we can re-establish or check the status of it. So it's connected. So that's the from this integration service front. Now, if we see here, I have installed the integration services activity. We'll go to manage packages. In all packages, we can search for UiPath dot integration services. So integration service activities. So this infrastructure and these are different one. So we have to use integration service activities. Latest version is 1.6, but we can use the older versions as well. So once we have this setup ready, are you trying something on your own as well simultaneously? Anyone?
Yes, I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashok, I am also doing.
Okay, great. So shall I wait for a few seconds or we are up to?
Yes.
We are good. Okay. So
Ashok, I have like one question. So
mhm,
using this Gen AI activity, so you have given one prompt, right, to
mhm,
generate an image.
mhm.
So that object will stored in which type of the variable we can say.
No, we are not going to store it somewhere. It is just individual activities. So there is no kind of scope or something we are going to use. It's just single activity.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. So there is no dependency on such kind of any connections or anything. So
okay,
every activity will connect with a connection we have created, and
okay,
directly it will be executing on that connection.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So we are done with the setup. So next thing, we'll first see content generation. So UiPath have provided some few activities. Let me show you. So we have other these 6 activities we are going to talk about. So first one is content generation, and remaining are kind of specialized activity. So specialized, I mean that summarized text by its name, it's explaining that if we need to summarize something, we'll be using this activity. If we need to distinguish or remove something, personally identifiable information, then we will be using PII filtering. Then if we need to detect only the language of the input or some text we are going to provide, then we can use language detection. Rewrite, if we are not satisfied with the tone of what we are writing, so we can get it rewritten by LLM by this rewrite activity. This is only specifically targeted for generating emails. And if we need to translate from one language to other, this is translate activity. So these are specialized or special purpose activity, I would say. If your criteria or your use case is not fitting between any of this, or by combining these with each other, then you are free to use content generation. So content generation is kind of like freehand for us to write and get whatever we want. Like we do communicate with chat GPT or any LLM, we provide the plain text prompt, right? Whatever we need. So suppose we need to find sum of 2 numbers, right? So we cannot pass this prompt to these specialized activity. For that, we will have to use the content generation. Okay. So first activity we are looking at content generation. It responds whatever prompt we provide uh, in the form of text. So, okay. So let me show you this in Studio. So this is content generation. So here, this activity, it will be available under integration services. If I search here, content generation, integration, wait a minute here.
I think you would find under like Gen AI activities.
Let me see. It didn't. Look for
On
that.
the bottom might be on the bottom.
Okay, classic available. It should be in.
Can we check the filter, Ashok? If we have the right filter,
Yes,
if
all
we
are
have
enabled.
right.
Yes. So let's see.
It is showing under available.
Yes. So these are directly available here. Okay. We can find it later. So this is content generation. If search here, we'll directly drag and drop here.
There is dependency, right? Integration services.
Yes. So here, this is the connection we have created in integration services. So this is connection. If we have multiple connections, choose the right one. From here also, we can add new connection. So if I click on this, it will navigate to the integration services. And it will ask to connect. Okay. So we have done that already. So if we go here, so we selected the right connection. Then here we have the model name. So these models are pre-selected automatically on the basis of their confidence level or the confidence threshold. So in this, I'm not able to see the drop down, but I have another demo where we have option to change it or see what models we have. So here, maybe the package version issue is there. So once we drag that, here we can see the multiple models we have. These are AI models. So this is 3.5 turbo, this is GPT-4o, this is Gemini 1 Pro, and this is also Pro 001. So that is, this is the latest one. So as per our requirement or what the result is that model is producing or generating, on that basis we can change the model from this activity model name. Okay, so this is the model name, and then we have the prompt. So in prompt we can mention what we are expecting. So
Sorry to interrupt you.
yeah.
Is this models free or we have to pay something for that?
No, it's free. So that's what I was talking. We don't need to maintain its subscription or anything. We just have to pay UiPath by purchasing the AI units. So do you have idea about AI units?
Yeah, a little bit.
So yeah. So
And
for
what
any
about
Mhm.
what about tokens?
Token in the sense, are you talking about the security like API endpoints, API keys, that kind of?
Actually, you for using that activity, we required some kind of tokens.
No, we don't require anything. We just need AI units. So if we go here, just a second. So in our admin panel, here in licenses, we have consumables. So if see this AI units, I'm using currently a pro trial version, but I'm not sure about the community version if they are providing the AI units or not. But if they are not providing, you can use your organization UI email ID to enable or start the trial of pro trial. So
So Ashok,
yeah.
basically, whenever we are trying to enter something in a prompt, that means we are using one AI unit, correct?
Yes, for every one request, it will be consuming one AI unit.
Okay, so how it will be replacing the document understanding, like somewhere we can extract something from using the from PDF using GenAI. I heard somewhere. So
No,
this something same with the concept with the document understanding, correct?
no. This is totally different from document understanding. We are using document understanding classifiers and extractors under document understanding.
Okay.
So this GenAI would be the part of document understanding. It's not going to replace or
Okay.
yeah. So it's just supporting or additional functionality, I would say, getting added to the document understanding.
So in license, how many AI units we get it for GenAI?
GenAI, there is no separate licenses required. AI units is the license. So you
Okay.
have the balance, then you are good.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. So every iteration will be consuming one AI unit. So here we saw.
Hi, Azak. Sorry
Yeah.
for interrupt you.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know some more information about the model name. So
Mhm.
I'm just assuming that whatever the prompt we are written there, it will
Mhm.
be sent to the GPT 3.3
That
Turbo. Yeah.
model, right?
So behind the scene, it is using the same open AI.
Yes.
Oh, like we can also see the in from the drop down there is a Gemini.
Yes, multiple models we have that's
Yeah.
pre-built. We don't need to configure it separately.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Ashok, like how we can, which AI model is better? Like how we can decide, like from dynamic perspective, like if some of the prompt we are not getting the correct results, correct?
Mhm.
So like we need to select priorly, or we can also set dynamically. Like if one of the confidence level is not matching with our result, so or UiPath automatically switch to another model. Is there something scenario like this?
Yes, you can do that. So every model will return its confidence level. So
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly which property, but every activity, GenAI activity, will return you confidence score. So on that basis, you can use if else condition or switch case or anything as per the studio version or apps, and then you can put the same logic or other prompt for using another model.
Okay, makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that content generation activity we can use after which uh, version of UiPath?
Uh, let me see. Never checked, but I don't think there is any dependency on this one because latest version from 22
24.
yeah, latest version is 24.10, but I think if you should be able to use beyond 22.10 because from there we started using modern activities, right? So I don't think there are any dependencies, but let me search it out because we still have very limited documentation for this and there is nothing mentioned of such version dependency.
Okay, thanks.
Or
As
maybe
as
we can check. Yeah. Yeah, Roger.
uh, till the moment you're able to download the package from package manager, right, related to this, then
Yeah.
this activity will be available.
Yes, it will show you there.
Yeah.
So if we go here and here we will see that what it says. This includes the following packages. So it's have dependency packages. Yeah, here we have dependency. So it will work on 21.10.x. So you can work on very much older.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you for the question. It cleared me as well. Okay. So that's the so in short, there is no such dependency. I don't think there are many organizations using that much older version yet. Maybe some on premises setup could be using that, but I don't think cloud orchestrator or cloud version no more using those older versions. So here we'll be putting the prompt, whatever we need. And then here also in content generation also, we have a kind of control if we need to detect any PIs, personally identifiable information. So there could be possibility that we are accidentally pushing something to LLM. So there is always risk. So we can enable that. If we enable, it will it will ask, or optional option we get, that what kind of language, and then what kind of category. So these are predefined categories. There is no custom category, but these categories we can check. Like, okay, let me show you without that PII first, and then we'll show you about that PII filtering as well. So I clicked on false, and this is system prompt. So if once we send any prompt, this is the ending, like it ends that chat of GPT or any LLM. So any new prompt we will send, it will start as a fresh. So there is no knowledge retaining or something. So we will not, our answer will not be impacted by the previous prompt. So that's why this prompt, system prompt, is given. So this activity content generation have also lots of fields or properties. So this top K, top P, this you can go through the documentation. We will not be able to cover all the things, but few things I would be mentioning here, like maximum token count, frequency, uh, stop sequence also, when that how much length and when the prompt or the response should be stopped. And here temperature, it means uh, the value, that creativity factor, so how creative that response should be. So every property will give you the details, like what that property means. So you can go through it. Here we have the confidence score. So this confidence score, we can give that we need that much accurate information. So if I say who is the president of India, so that accuracy should, we can tweak, and as per that, the confidence score, we will get the response. So here I have just built a small workflow which will ask for input dialog, what we need to put the prompt there. So here we need to put a prompt, like suppose I mention describe LLM in short. So it's similar to whatever prompt we use with ChatGPT or LLM or Copilot. So here we got the response in output variable. So here we had configured that output variable, that generated text would be here, and mask text will be using for this PII data. So whatever data is masked, that will be mentioned in this mask text. So if we just log it, so here we got the response that LLM stands for this, and using both external textual and visual information. And so this was the mask, or what prompt we had input, that prompt returned as masked. Okay, so this is sample content generation prompt activity we got. So whatever free prompt or not suitable for these actions would be going under content generation. So next thing we have, that is summarize text. By name, it's mentioning it will be summarizing the text. So here also we have the similar similar property we will get here. It's expecting the text now. So what text we need to summarize, it will be expecting that as an property. So here also we have the option to change the model, and then it will be asking for the text to summarize, and then it will be returning the summary. Okay, so I'll not be going to run everything, but you can try it on your own. I will be just explaining this PII filtering, because rest things are self-explanatory and simple to configure, I would say. Still, if you face any issue, you can reach out to me. We will try to find the solution on that. So the summarized text, in how many words we are expecting the summary. So while answering the questions on UiPath forum, I came across a question there. One user complained about that 150 is provided, but still the prompt returned more than that. So these kind of issues or problems may occur. So these kind of things would be covered in future releases, or if we report them. So always try to report these kind of things, and those will be solved by UiPath more quickly. So I hope you are aware of how to report this. If you select a property and from here send feedback, and it will ask for the all the details, like what is the issue and everything. You can attach screenshots and everything, so it will directly go to the concerned team who is working on that. So you can always report those such kind of bugs. So it's good to report those and get this fixed. So summarize text will summarize everything what we provide, and it will return the summary. Same way, let's see the PII. So we have the PII filtering activity, which filters out the personal identifiable information, and it will not share that with the LLM. So if we have to write this kind of logic manually without using any GenAI activities, or with using any other activities, it would be whole lot of work, I would say, and that still could be missing sometimes. So this PII filtering, whatever I have tested, it's really good. So this PII filter, here we have the PII category. So same category we have seen in the content generation as well. So in both activities we can use. Suppose here I need to filter out person. I don't want the LLM model to know the name. Okay, so for testing purpose, I just mention the name. So I'm running this PI filtering workflow. So here I will be going to give a prompt again. So every activity would be requiring a prompt or input. So it's asking for enter text for PI filtering. So okay, simple line. I provided it. So now it will redact whatever we requested it to filter it out. So if we see here, we have redacted text. So redacted text would be replacing my name, because I mentioned that person should be filtered out, that is PI information. So it replaced that my name person with person 4, or whatever could be the string. So this would be randomly assigned by the UiPath activity. So it will just replace, or I would say it will cover that with another dummy name. So my original name or whatever fields we have selected will not go to prompt. So when this activity will be using, so this activity is not sending any prompt to LLM, right? So, but before we need to send any text to prompt, we should be using PII filtering. So if we are using content generation, then it's fine. It's available right there. But if we are sending through any other like summarized text, so summarized text, I don't think how that PII filter, right? So we can use PII filtering up here. It will remove that sensitive information, PII information, and then it will send that to LLM. So it would be good practice to remove or filter out the PII information. This activity, PII filtering, would be helpful in that case. Okay. So summarized text we saw. PII filtering, it it scans the input text and identifies the personally identifiable information or protected health information, PHI, and replace such data with the reductive markers. So this reductive markers would be what it would be. So as we see, it replaces my name with person 4, right? So if I write my name Ashok again in that input text, so it will be again my replacing my name with person 4 only. So there, that way we will have context like this 4, number 4 would be my name. So whenever we are using or editing this text, we can have that understanding as well. So it will be replacing with standard or some same name. So language detection, it detects the language, whatever input we provide. Rewrite, it will rewrite the instructions or prompt we gave with the casual, professional, these kind of instructions we can provide it. You can explore out in your own due to time limit we have. Generate email. So this activity directly help us to write an email. So we just have to provide it style, like how the email should be professional, casual, lyrical. We have the input, and in email content we need to provide what details we need to enter in that email, like it's just a promotion letter. So yeah, we will be putting the promotion details and who is being promoted, who is the manager, who, that kind of details we will be passing to as a email content, and it will give us email generated. Translate, it's again very helpful feature, I would say. Wherever we have suppose invoice in some Russian language and we need to translate it to English. So earlier we had no option to use OpenAI's connectors and then get it translated, but UiPath GenAI activity provides that inbuilt or easy to use activity, which will translate from almost all languages known. So that's huge. So till now, any questions, any queries on this activities? We have total 7 activities provided by UiPath. There are still some activities which are in preview. So that we can take it on other day, but till now we have the 7 activities. Anything, any quick questions on this one? Or shall we proceed with the use case?
There were a couple of questions, Ashok,
Okay.
but I will provide you the freedom whether you have to take them now or at the end of the session, because
Okay.
means I suggest let's take at the end of the
Yes.
session so that we do not miss on any content that you have prepared.
Yes. I will just quickly wrap this use case because
No
it's very
worries.
simple. I
Yeah,
could not
no worries.
make some time to create an complex one, but you are free to share any situation or use cases you come up and that could be possible using GenAI. So just let me know. In that case, I will try to work on that, or you can also share your thoughts on that. So let's move ahead with the use case. So there's a simple use case where we are getting sales inquiries through emails, and we need to acknowledge those sales inquiries, but that should be with personalized acknowledgement mail. There are no standard emails we don't need. So there should be personalized touch, or it should be dynamic. Okay, so that's the basic requirement or use case we have. So what our bot will do, it will get the all sales inquiries, it will use GenAI activities and reply to that email. And again, as an optional, to process that sales inquiry, I'm adding it to the queue. So orchestrator queue, and another bot will pick up that requirement, and then it will proceed further, but it's just kind of dispatcher to acknowledge the sales inquiries. So how it looks like. So for this is the use case I have built. I will just take you through the code, and this is my mails. Okay, so these are two dummy emails I have put. So one is for inquiry about server purchases for techie.inc. So these are their requirements. They need servers for processing power, memory, and network availability, and everything they have provided. And another mail we have, that is for about RPA services for techie. So they have mentioned that what they want and how they want. Okay, so these two emails, I'm keeping them as unread. So in code, I'm getting okay, this is a unuseful code, because here again I'm using Outlook. So I'm going to my mail ID, then I'm retrieving unread emails from mailbox inbox, and then I'm using context generation activity using 4o ChatGPT, and here I'm giving it prompt that write an acknowledgement mail without subject for this email received, and I'm passing current email dot body. So here we are iterating for each email. So current email, I'm passing that email's body as an input to this content generation. Okay, so it will give me a sample acknowledgement mail. Okay, so here I'm replacing signature filters. So that email, this prompt, we can customize it more to have the thanks and regards, that signature. But for now, due to short of time, I just replace that words like your name, your full name with some static values. But we can play around this prompt itself, so we don't need to replace those values once we get the feedback, or the that return result is generated. So after that, what I'm doing here, that I'm getting whatever here as a plain text. Again, this activity also can be merged in single prompt, but for understanding purpose, I have kept it separate. So whatever text or the acknowledgement we receive gets in the plain text format. So we need it in HTML format, because we are going to reply to the email in HTML body. Okay, so I'm again asking the content generation prompt that I need this to HTML body. So, and I'm passing the previous activities output as an input for this second prompt. And again, here we are getting some this HTML formatting around that HTML body. So I'm removing that one, and here I'm replying to that email. And again, I'm filtering that PI information, like the user who sent it, the name of that person, and what else, organization. I'm also that hiding that one, and then I'm adding it to the queue. Okay, so let me quickly run it. So we have this two emails. Let's see.
So sorry, why are we adding it to the queue in the end? Like that's the part
It's just a sample use case. So what I was thinking, that once we receive that sales inquiry, someone should take care of that, right? So for that, I'm adding to the queue. So we can explore one another bot there that would be taking care of that in sales inquiry, like looking for the inventory and that kind of stuff. So for maintaining its history also. So I'm adding it to the queue.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's just thought perspective. There is nothing
Yeah, understood.
concrete about that, but yeah, we can play around that. So one email it's processed. So if we see send item, so
And
this is
what are the variables you're adding to the queue, like attributes? Like, there were some 3 items. Was
yes, let's see that as well. So it's just subject, that PI filtered email body, and what else was that? Let's see. So GenAI queues, and here, so we have from. So the sender mail ID also I'm adding sender email ID from subject and email. So here, if you see, I hope this email. So this was the input. I'm RT sourcing buyer at organization 01. So this dictated text, and my name is also dictated. See, person 66. So this PI information is hidden from queue as well, but it just for demo purpose. This will vary from uh, use case to use case, I would say. So this was the response. So here, if we see, it was a response to this email. So dear team, so this was the sales inquiry received from Joe that they want RPA services, and this was bot's response that thank you for reaching out. We are pleased to hear. So this kind of uh, personalized response we get. So GenAI, I would say it's not about how the work is done, it's about how perfect or how personalized we are touching that emails or any work we are doing. So till
So
now, yeah.
Ashok, like how the GenAI can handle the such kind of nature, different kind of nature of the email, like sentimental analysis, half image,
Yes.
half text, and if any semi-formatted mails and everything.
So
Some
Gen AI would not be able to handle that. For that, we have AI center. So there we have AI models specially targeted for that. So we have, as you said, sentiment analysis. We have inbuilt or out of the box provided model for sentiment analysis in AI center. So you can utilize that one. So
because some
there,
of the customer can send the such escalation mails or
yes,
aggressive mails or some sort of, so those
right.
kind of can be handled, right?
Yes, so for that we will have to use AI models. So it's kind of combination of multiple things. So we have to use AI center ML skills. We have to use Gen AI. We might have to use document understanding. So it's kind of
we
yeah.
we we also have to understand one aspect while working with Gen AI, that a lot of things also depend upon what prompt and what prompt we
Yes.
provide to it. Because we were discussing about the sentimental, right?
Yeah.
So we have to understand few of the samples, what input can come to these activities in future, and according to that, we have to provide the prompt. There can be a
Uh,
need where we have to curate our prompt multiple times, but it is very good where we means lot of people are already started using this for sentimental analysis rather than going line by line and reading the things.
right.
Yeah.
And also, one more thing I would like to add, because this is Gen AI, so it mostly understand the feelings as well. So
Yes.
whatever we write, so but try it on your own. Case to case, it may vary, or the LLM wise, it may vary. But as far as I know, Gen AI understand the sentiments also, but hallucination is a thing. So take care of that as well.
So just one question: how, if you want to just review the response of these emails, like
Mhm.
like, how can we do that?
Response
Can
in the
we?
sense review, we can use summarize.
No, no, it's like before just forwarding the response.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You
so
want to make
how
it
do we? You
sure.
want to just review?
Yeah, you can use
Yeah,
Action Center for that. So we can put human in loop
yeah, actually, okay.
and pass this data that this was generated, and once human approves that, it will go to the customer. So we have the
Correct. Just like
ecosystem.
in
So
DU. Okay,
right,
okay.
yeah, Action Center can be used in here as well. Okay, so that was a quick use case, I would say. If you have any use cases, you can drop me or you can try on your own. Feel free to reach out to me if need any help. So that was end of the content. Remaining things are for UiPath community, as you are already part of the UiPath community. So we have the UiPath Academy where we can freely learn everything about UiPath products. So we have UiPath Academy. We have Academy Alliance where universities, colleges can uh, partnership with UiPath. They get free licenses and certification vouchers as well. As long as I remember, we have the UiPath certifications which comes under Academy. We have the UiPath forum where you can ask your any questions and experts will answer you there. We have the documentation, so we can find every release notes, every activity documentation there. We have the community events like this happening virtually. So we do organize personalized or in-person events as well. So try to be part of that. So we'd be happy to connect with you in person.
Last question. Any photo generation we can do with that generative AI activity?
Nothing as of now. This is only for contextual purpose. Any business case you are thinking about where photo generation is required?
As of now, no, but I think so. It would be helpful to generate that photos.
Yes, it's good to have, but I think UiPath is prioritizing what is impacting the business or what would be the best for business use cases. So they time to time take the feedbacks from customers as well. So you can put your feedbacks on UiPath forum as well. So more the votes, that feature have more chance to get it implemented in UiPath's ecosystem.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So this is our UiPath community chapter events page. You can scan and join the Pune chapter, and you will get all the events notification and everything. So you can scan it, or you can directly search from Google as well. UiPath community chapter Pune.
I have provided the links, important links in the chat as well. Yeah.
Perfect. And we have UiPath Pune official WhatsApp group as well. So even if you are not from Pune, you can still join. You are welcome. So
Yes.
we do post virtual events and every updates around the community. So you can be part of that and have a good time there. So that's everything from me. We are open for question and answer. Let me see the chats.
We have 3 questions as of
Okay.
now. I have recorded actually at my end, Ashok. The
Okay.
first one was from Mohit regarding it was PI filtering kind of thing, some security kind of thing. I'm not sure if Mohit is still there in the call, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Like it's clear, Ruche. Like
Mhm,
most of the information get clear during the session, and
mhm,
in
mhm.
case by chance if any further question left, I will be reaching out to the show
Yes, yes,
from
Okay.
yes.
LinkedIn.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Ashok. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Correct. The second question was regarding basically we had questions. The second question was related to the practical use of OpenAI, how we can use OpenAI kind of model in RPA pre-processing perspective. I think we have also given the insights on that, but if you want to still go a little bit deeper, you feel free.
Yeah, I would like to add there that GenAI is a thing where it's kind of additional or value added things we can provide to the customer. So if we say that the current automations, we are sending the response, right? Like auto reply we can set, and on the basis of keywords we can just respond that, yeah, hey, we got your inquiry, and we'll be getting back to you soon, right? So it's kind of standard response, right? But if we need to add something special or something connecting to the customer or prospective customers, so that thing can be possible with GenAI, because there is no hard-coded or any static things we are communicating to the customer. It's kind of personalized, so it's value-added things. It's not mandatory to use GenAI, but it's good to have, I would say. So wherever this kind of situation or this value-added needed, you can utilize GenAI. Okay,
I would like to conclude before some of the pointers before leaving the before ending the session. So hello everyone. My name is Ruchir Mahajan. I am working as a RPA tech lead at Globant. I am also a UiPath MVP 2024, and we are handling the Pune chapter along with Gajanan Patil. Okay. Unfortunately, he was not able to join today's session, but yeah, we thank you for joining us today and contributing to the fantastic event. Your engagement is very much important to us, and we respect every aspect of it. It boosts our confidence when you guys join the sessions, ask queries, and those kind of thing. It's not always a single side kind of thing. We also learn many things from your queries and those kind of thing. So today we explored the exciting capabilities of UiPath GenAI Activities, how they are transforming the automation process. I would like to thank Ashok on the behalf of all of us for exploring this topic. Okay. And I encourage you all to stay connected with our communities through forums and through the links that we have shared in the chat. I would like to have one request to all of you. If you have learned something new today, right? Please don't feel shy to post on LinkedIn and tag us, okay? So that we reach to the maximum number of network and those kind of thing. And yes, thank you so much once again for your participation. Have a great day ahead and hope to see you in our next events as well.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
See you
you.
next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Thank you, Ruchir. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ashok.
Bye.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.